Okay, so we are out here at Caesarea. This is a port town that was actually built by Herod the Great. Herod the Great was known as Herod the Great because he was a great builder, not necessarily because he was a great guy. But this right behind me is actually a spot where it is thought that it may have been the place of hearing when Paul in the book of Acts was actually tried by Agrippa and Festus. And so this may very well, they're thinking that this may be the place where he was heard, and he was actually tried there, and then later, several years later, he was actually executed. And so this is a great spot. You can see there are many buildings that they've built up here. This port had about 700 ships at one time. It was demolished and kind of ruined, but they've uncovered a lot of the ruins here, so it's a great spot to see in Israel. Okay, this is another piece to Caesarea and the port town that Herod the Great built. As you can see, we're in the theater right here, so there would have been a theater. There's a hippodrome over across the way that they would do chariot races, things like that. This is also, if you'll note, where they brought Peter actually up here to preach the gospel to a Gentile named Cornelius, a centurion. And so this was a place that was noted for, really realizing that the gospel was going to go out to the Gentiles. Now remember when Jesus said, I want you to take the gospel out to all nations, and he planned for it to go to all nations, tribes, and tongues. It was first to the Jews, now it's going out to the Gentiles, and you can see the Mediterranean would have been a huge port for the gospel to go and be spread abroad. So this is a pretty exciting little spot that was used to spread the gospel to all nations.